but actually versus Tigers versus KIKS. As I do see that in the audience there are some great KIKS fans already present, as we have a very unique game for you here today, namely a game that will be played without walls. What does this mean without walls? It means that let's see, there's KIKS. It means that now the sideline does no longer count as a sideline, meaning that you can use, or it's played with walls then, that you can use the walls as a way to bounce the ball to your opponent. And this makes opens up for a wide range of possibilities, as you can now also use geometry in your plays and include them. So we're very interested to see how this match will unfold, and how KIKS will stand against Tigers, and how Tigers will actually be using those balls or those walls to play, especially also with KIKS. So stay tuned, as we'll be covering the event for you as well.
Okay, so at the moment we're looking at a friendly match between Tigers and KIKS, and as Thijs already told you, here we are playing with walls, meaning that when the ball is kicked out of the field, it's not actually kicked out of the field. It will probably bounce to the wall, and the game will continue as we see that the first goal might have been made by Tigers. Let's see if they actually award the goal. Oh, I hear the happy sound of the Tigers robot, meaning it's now 1-0 for Tigers. So the fact that we're playing with walls here comes from a bit of a discussion that's been going on within the SSL, the small size league community and organization. Of course, we love our small size league matches. However, sometimes they tend to be a little bit slow, meaning that even though we have two halves, both only 5 minutes, but there's a lot of excitement going on the Division B field, believing that RoboCup might have scored a goal. So even though the match is only supposed to last like 2 times 5 minutes, we notice that sometimes it takes like over an hour. So what might be the case is because when a ball is kicked out, you get ball placements, which takes probably 30 seconds. If they fail, the other team can give it a go. So that's just a little bit slow. And in order to make the game more exciting and more fast-paced, there has been discussion going on if we should no longer do ball placements when the ball is kicked outside of the field, just by saying that is not out of the field. For free kicks, of course, ball placement still stands. But yeah, the discussion is about it does make the game more fast-paced. However, it does feel like a step back from the original goal of beating humans in 2015, where it was like a regular human game of football. We are not playing with walls of course, and out of the field really means that someone has to go get the ball again and kick it, throw it, or shoot it back in. So now we're getting actually a live demonstration of what it would look like if two teams play with these walls. And in my honest opinion, I do think that it is more fast-paced, which makes it more interesting for audience, which means we might attract a broader audience as well, maybe even get more people to invest in us so we can keep innovating and reach our goal for 2050. While I hear another sound from the Tigers robot, meaning yet another goal has been scored. It's the third one already now that I look on the scoreboard. We're in the first half, 2.5 minutes to go, and it's 3 for Tigers and 0 for KIKS. Since we're lacking a bit of cameras here to get all those perfectly nice angles to give you the whole overview of the match, Thijs is actually using his phone with his gimbal. However, the gimbal is empty and is seeing yet another goal being made by Tigers. Is that correct? We're waiting for the victory sound while the game is halted and the ball is being placed back in the center of the field. There it is. 4 points for Tigers, 0 for KIKS. But as I was saying, Thijs is using his own phone, which I now believe has fallen. But his gimbal is out of battery, so he's using his phone in vertical mode. He definitely well knows that you should always record a video horizontally, because you might want to display it in your live stream.
Did my phone just fall down?
But I think your phone fell down. So Thijs is going to run to the other side of the field. No, not running. He started very strong, but now he's walking in a kind of relaxed manner, walking underneath the tripod, trying not to disturb the image and the footage we have for you. But we see yet another goal being made. Let me see if I can get... No, okay, here we go, from the other side of the field. We still see the defense of Tigers ready, while their attackers are on the other side of the field. And it is a kickoff for KIKS. But yes, there we go. Let me see if we can get that. Oh, and it was nicely blocked by the goalie of KIKS. Well done. But the ball's still on their half. Quite exciting. Sidelines don't mean anything anymore here. Where you pass it. Oh, and yet another goal is being made. This goalie is really trying his best, but there's nothing you can do against strong attackers of Tigers. With only 1.5 minutes left in the first half, we already see 6 points for Tigers. Waiting for yet another kickoff for KIKS. And as we witness this free kick here on the field, we also see that there's quite some audience, quite some people gathered around this field and also the field of Division B to see the grand finals over there and the practice match here. This is such a thrilling and fast-paced game, and oh no, what do we see? It's Tigers with yet another shoot on the goal. Yellow might have scored a goal, meaning that Tigers might have scored a goal. Now the robot handler is walking onto the field and he's taking one robot out while we're waiting for the referee to determine if it was a valid goal or not. Thijs, can you update me what's going on?
I cannot.
That's too bad. I wanted to involve you in this conversation.
Thank you very much. I do think that the goal has not been counted, as there's actually, I think, a goal being scored on the Division B field in the grand finals over there, as the ball now moves to, again, the corner position, as I cannot keep up with it, as there might be a shot from Tigers. And actually, Amy, I do not really see that the walls are used a lot in this game. I would expect there to be more action using the walls.
So yeah, personally, I just think that Tigers and KIKS already have real good control of their passes and the ball, and that they normally also don't really kick the ball outside the field. However, here, did you see?
I do see. Right.
I'm glad that you can see.
Right.
Oh, you're wearing your glasses. Oh, now I can see.
So it's I guess it's not necessarily about using the walls in your playmaking, but it's about the fact that the ball cannot really go out of the field, and the game is not stopped.
Exactly. However, I do think you make a valid point. If we were to decide that the entire SSL goes to a form of matches where we do have walls, I think we might have to risk that people start using those walls, making it an entire flipper cost.
As I don't know if you've seen that, sorry Amy to interrupt, but
okay.
it appears that the chippers from KIKS are actually sometimes getting stuck underneath the robot, causing them to actually sort of do a stoppy motion, as you might have heard from skateboarding. And I do think that is actually a problem for some robots, as you see there again, Robot 4 this time around.
Yeah, they seem quite wobbly and like they're almost like stuck on the field, almost tipping over. Luckily, they're correcting themselves quite fast, but good eye, Thijs.
Thank you, thank you.
Probably because of your glasses.
quite probably.
Oh, this looks more like rugby with like all players going towards the ball.
Yeah.
Well, there's a fierce battle going on the other side of the defense area with KIKS and Tigers slamming into each other. Tigers trying to push KIKS out of the field while the referee is stepping in and placing the ball for the robots. I think they're ready for a free kick. However, oh, it's halftime.
Oh, never mind. Halftime is skipped as we move on to the second half. I would like to see Tigers and KIKS switching halves. Although this might also mean that they would have to switch skirts. No.
No. You don't necessarily need to switch. You never have to switch skirts, of course, but never have to switch color if you're switching halves.
All right.
Those two are separate.
As I'm looking at the audience right now to hear from you once more, do you think that KIKS still has an opportunity to score a goal here in this game? If so, please chant your shouts for KIKS, as they will need your support here in this friendly practice match just before the finals. As we still wait for those responses in the chat, we do notice that Tigers has scored another goal, as it is indeed confirmed by the loud sirens from the Tigers robots. As it's now 8-0, we move on to continue the game.
So, well, Thijs, now that you're not saying anything, I could actually hear one of the robots, and it feels like well, it sounds like they're making some kind of beeping. Can you hear that?
I do hear that. I was also, whilst I was collecting my phone, as we see some great defenses by the keeper from KIKS, I noticed also some beeping, and I really wonder what it might mean, as there is a interesting decision made by the keeper from from KIKS as it tries to come out of the goal in order to defend the shot from happening, and it failed. So we perhaps can take a quick moment to look at that replay, as we see here that there is the ball is coming to the right of your field. So we switch views, and it's still in the far corner of your screen as it now moves to the center line. It gets deflected a bunch of times. There is an opening for the Tigers attackers, as there's now some more defending going on, some more chipping, and there's still more opening. And now you see that the keeper is trying to get the ball, but totally misses as we move back to continue the game.
Yeah, so we just saw that KIKS was taking out one of their robots. Oh, it's because they're only allowed to have 9 and not 10 at the moment. So they're taking one out. It's ball placement for KIKS. And it's 11 versus 9. I do notice an interesting formation on the Tiger side of the field. 5 robots are inside the defense area. 3 of them are like a line, another line of 3, and 1 randomly behind it. While Tigers is almost like interfering with the ball placement of KIKS. Maybe because they failed, the referee placed the ball, and we see 4, the number 8 of Tigers, passing, shooting the ball. It's being deflected by KIKS. It bounces into the wall, and we have some action in front of the goal, and it might actually have been a goal. Thijs, what do you think?
I definitely think that's a goal.
Yeah, we hear a loud applause. They're well deserved. It's 10-0. This means a finished match and a victory dance from Tigers. Well done.
As we take note of what has really happened here, we already see that Tigers as well as KIKS are taking out their robots, as we're already done with this practice match. Of course, we've seen some incredible footage here with a real game played without walls. As I still must say, Amy, that I'm a little bit disappointed with the fact that we didn't see any bouncy shots or fancy use of geometry. Though I must say that I'm also very pleased to see that this game went way quicker, when it was way more interactive, and I think it would be a good move for the league to move on to this this standard as being the standard for the Division A teams. You're very welcome.